Yo, what is up guys? Boris here coming to you guys with another One Piece Treasure Cruise video about the brand new Legend Luffy. We just got his stats revealed. When I say just, but this was like yesterday. But we got his stats revealed, we got his cooldown revealed, we got his special, his animation, everything revealed about Luffy. So sit back and enjoy because this is pretty crazy. So Luffy, here we go guys. This is gonna be the brand new Legend Luffy 6-star art form, which is a bit confusing, right? Because we thought that the previous one would be the 6-star art form. So I believe this is the 6-star. This could be the 5-star form though. But the stats are definitely from the 6-star version of Legend Luffy. And as you can see, right off the bat, first thing that I go to always is the attack. How much attack does this guy have? I thought that because he'd be pretty overpowered, that his attack might be on a little bit on the lower side for some of the legends. You know, it's just Luffy. It's not like it's not like Akainu or something. But lo and behold, 1550 attack. Crazy amounts of attack. Easily puts him in the top 10. And might even put him in the top 5, though I'm not too sure about that. This Luffy is gonna be a beast. One of the stronger blue units in my opinion in terms of stats. He might, I wonder if he's the strongest blue unit besides maybe, I think he's actually stronger than Dofi now that I think about it. Pretty crazy. If you know, if you're a fan of blue units, of speed units, quick units, whatever you want to call them, you will 100% want to try to get this Luffy because he looks very overpowered. Recovery 390, you know, whatever, it's not that important. You're not going to be recovering too often with Luffy. And then his HP is 3000, which is a decent, you know, it's not too bad. But that attacks, that really, it's Luffy going all out. And as you can see by the picture, he's doing Red Hawk, and it's the attack that he does during Fishman Island versus Hody Jones, which really symbolizes his brother. He uses his brother's Devil Fruit as sort of an inspiration for his attack, and he just lets go a fistful of fire. And I cannot wait to see this guy in game. I think this is going to be a really awesome character, and I hope that I can get to pull him. But let me show you guys a bit of what they've been sort of spoiling on Japan. Again, this is all OPTC Academy Twitter, guys, so feel free to follow them. Yeah, just look at this, guys. So this is a similar team to what I was talking about earlier. So if you watch my Legend Luffy intro video, I said not Legend Shanks, but Coliseum Secret Boss Shanks is going to be a beast with Luffy. However, guys, I do not think that they stack. I do not believe that you can stack up together Luffy and Shanks' abilities because they both revolve around doing similar things. So they both change certain orbs into matching orbs. I assume that would be the same symbol, so I don't think they can work together. But still, Shanks is still a 2x orb boost. So you still want to bring him anyways. And so there you go. What they did is they went ahead and used the Luffy Special. And as you can see, I believe that says 18 turns. Let me see if I can enlarge it real quick. This there. You guys should be able to see it now. But look at that, guys. If we look down here, yeah, 18 turns. It looks like that's going to be his starting cooldown. Potentially could be his max, but I believe that's going to be probably his starting cooldown. If it's his max, it's still not bad. I'll still take that as his max. Very good. If it's his initial cooldown, well, now we are in a bit of a pickle because that might be incredibly overpowered. Starting at 18 turns, I mean, even with 3 skill ups, it's 15 turns for a very OP boost. That means you don't have to stall at all. Everyone else on the team has pretty low cooldown, so, you know, who knows. But the cool thing, and that was something that we didn't really know about a little bit earlier in the week, was that there's going to be a 13 turn level 1 cooldown. So his main thing is level 2. So what happens at level 1? And so we're all sort of waiting to see what's going to happen. Maybe his level 1 is only the color manipulation. Who knows? I'm kind of shocked. I'm not going to lie, guys. When I first saw that he had a level 1 special, I got shocked there for a little bit. But overall, it's just, you know, we're just going to have to wait and see. Let me go back here. Back to Twitter so you guys can see what's popping there. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty exciting. Now if we look at this picture, guys, the next picture they show here, what they have is they've done all the specials. They went ahead and done the attacks, and if you guys can see, that's pretty crazy. 2.4 million damage. Now when I first saw 2.4 million, I'm like, oh, whatever, all the teams in the game can pretty much do that at this point. But what I didn't realize is that he only attacked with 4 units. So with only 4 units attacked, he did 2.4, and he still has Shanks and Luffy. that didn't even get to attack. So that's pretty insane. I can't wait to see just how much damage this does. And again, this is against yellow units, so he didn't even oh, I guess he attacked with Ace. He attacked with one purple unit, but this is pretty crazy. Of course, he did have all orbs, and personally, the problem with this team is that there's no orb manipulation, so it's hard to get all those matching orbs together. But it's just something that you know, we'll have to figure out over time. What's the best composition? What's the best team to use this Legend Luffy with? And again, the fact that he goes down to 13 turns is really important, because remember, to get the captain boost, you need to use his special. So even if you don't wait, you know, even if you can't stall 18 turns, you could potentially stall 13 turns and do it that way as well. Who knows what's going to happen, but you can see, just look at all those symbols there. You have the boa, chain locker, you have orb boost from Shanks, type boost from Ace, the color boost, color change from what's his name, Luffy, and then the raid boss Sabo has the damage booster. So pretty crazy. Like, it's pretty crazy what you can do with this team. Again, the important thing to note here is that unfortunately, you know, if you do run the Conjuro team, it's going to be a bit difficult to get on matching orbs, but it's still going to make it easy for all your purple. So I mean, I probably recommend running Conjuro. Guarantees you a lot of matching orbs, but again, who knows? You guys can figure out some cool teams to run later on. With that said, guys, let me see what else is here. Here we go. So here I'm going to show you guys a quick animation of what Luffy's special looks like. Just look at that. Red Hawk. Isn't that exciting, guys? That's pretty sick, I think. Look at that. So that is it for Luffy. And remember, guys, Sugofest is tonight. So you know, I do want to go over some of the other Straw Hats that we might get as well. So let's go ahead and talk about them, because all of the Straw Hats are going to be really, really overpowered in my opinion. They're kind of crazy. They have abilities that normally you would see on like a legend type character, but they're only rare recruits. So I think this tells you where the game is headed. I think the characters and bosses are going to be a lot stronger down the road. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the other Straw Hats before I end the video. So here we go, guys. I'm on the Reddit, and I wanted to go ahead and go over some of the characters that are going to be released in the new batch tonight. So let me know, first of all, who's pulling tonight. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to be doing a multi myself. Hopefully I get some of the units. Day 1, I think, is going to be the best for a lot of people. So, you know, you could risk pulling on day 3, but then buggies raid up, and who knows, you know, what's going to happen. So, good luck to anyone pulling, no matter what day you're pulling on. This is going to be one of the best Sugos of all time. Let's go ahead and go over these units, because I haven't actually covered these in a video yet. So I figured I'd throw them on here at the end. So let's start with Usopp. He is a side shooter, so competing with the Golden Pound Usopp on both the side front and the fact that he's an Usopp. But I think he's going to be well worth it, because look at his special. 10 times fixed damage, and then boost the attack and the orbs of shooters by 1.75. So he's better than Frankie and better than Zephyr. So, well, not really better, but you combine the two, that's what you get with Usopp. But unfortunately, it only works for characters that have prevent delay, which was pretty much the problem that Stronghold Ace units had in the first place, is that if they can't delay them, you can't burst them down. With Usopp, and then, I mean, you're looking at pretty crazy possibilities. I would definitely want to pull this guy. It's insane. And then Sailor ability boosts attack of shooters and recovery by 100 when HP is low. Interesting. So probably not that relevant, because you're probably going to be running Stronghold Ace, and you probably have a really high health. Next up is Robbin. Now she's a Dex Robbin, so that's really interesting. Her special is also very overpowered. Recover 3 turns. Oh, return 3 turns of silence. Interesting. I didn't know that before. So removes 3 turns of silence, and then boosts Dex and physical attack by 2 times. So not only is it a Dex 2 times multiplier, but it's a yellow sight 2 times as well. That's pretty crazy. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. That's like way better than Impact Dial Usopp, because you do a second type as well. You don't really see 2 times. This is the first time we ever see a 2 times Dex. So, you know, we did have 3D2Y Usopp, which I still have yet to pull on Japan. But, hey man, who needs Usopp when you can just get this Robbin? So that's pretty crazy. Green teams are going to see a lot of boosts with this. But at the same time, you can run a multicolored team with this as well. Who knows, man? Maybe this will be good to run in like a Sengoku team. So if you pull 2 Robbins, maybe try to keep one unevolved. That might be a good idea. Next up is Brook. He's an int, so I think this might be our first int Brook. I'm not too sure. Freedom and Slasher. So, you know, typical Brook. And it seems like another zombie type character. His captain ability is relevant here because it protects from defeat. We have to see what percentage it protects at. So, you know, for zombie teams, you can pull this Brook and potentially be good. then a special delay for 1 turn, so he's a delayer. Boost slashers and freedom attack by 1.75 for 1 turn. Again, that's pretty insane. That's pretty. A 1.75 boost for 2 different types is crazy. I was talking about how we can use the Sabo from another Sabo, the Ace from the 2-year anniversary event as a freedom booster. Well, you could use Brook depending if he has better stats. We'll see. Although the Ace does have pretty nice stats. I think he has like 1300 plus. But this Brook, if he can, hit 1400, maybe might be a better idea. Also, he delays, so that might also be a nice idea to use. Who knows? And then finally here we have Chopper. Now this Chopper, he's a strength Chopper, so again competing sort of with Monster Chopper, but he boosts the attack of tough characters by 2.25. That's captain ability. Reduce the effect of defense up and damage reduction buff for 3 turns. So he's sort of like a Blackbeard in a sense. That's his special. It gets rid of some of the defense stuff. And then do large, extra large, non-attribute damage to all enemies. So Chopper is probably the weakest out of the batch, although in certain situations you will probably want to run him. I hope his cooldown goes low. If his cooldown is pretty low, then it might be really worth using him. Maybe like 10 turns. If it goes down to 10 turns, then should be really easy to not have to stall for. Then if you have perfects, you keep your strength orb. So that's a pretty cool sailor effect. Brook also recovers numbness from himself, and Robbin recovers 3 turns of blindness. So overall, guys, these units are very OP, and I'm kind of scared for the future of Treasure Cruise, but in a good way, because these, this is kind of cool seeing this many effects. Who knows when the first time we'll see a 2.25 booster. Maybe Crocodile does 2.25. I'm not too sure. Maybe only does 2. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys the next time. And until then, peace.